हरे कृष्ण। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, जमुना तीरा बनचारी, जमुना तीरा बनचारी, जमुना तीरा बनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, 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 जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतअभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सतभक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की। ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा मई की जय। जमुना मई की जय। श्रीमती तुलसी देवी की जय। श्रीमती भक्ति देवी की जय। कलियुग पावन से हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे कृष्ण। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3rd, Chapter 7, Text 30. Please repeat after me. Yagyasya vitanani yogasya cha patha prabho naiskarmasya cha sankhasya tantram va bhagavata smritam yagyasya vetanani yogasya patha prabho naiskarmasya cha sankhasya tantram va bhagavat smritam yagyasya vetanani yogasya patha prabho naiskarmasya cha sankhasya tantram va bhagavat smritam. Prabhu. Yagyasya vetanani yogasya patha prabhu naiskarmasya sankhasya tantram va bhagavat smritam. Yagyasya vetanani yogasya patha prabhu naiskarmasya sankhasya tantram va bhagavat smritam. Mataji. Yagyasya vetanani yogasya patha prabhu naiskarmasya sankhasya tantram va bhagavat smritam. Word only. Yagyas of sacrifice. Cha also. Vetanani expansion. Yogasya of the mystic power. Cha also. Path ways. Prabhu, O my Lord, Naiskarmasya of knowledge. Cha and Sankhasya of analytic study. Tantram, the path of devotional service. Va, as well as Bhagavat, in relation with the Supreme, in relation with the personality of God. Smritam, regulative principle. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Please also describe the expansion of different sacrifice and the path of mystic power, analytical study of knowledge and devotional service, all with their respective regulation. Purport. The word tantram is significant here. Sometimes tantram is misunderstood to be the black spiritual science of materialistic person engaged in sense gratification. But here tantram means the science of devotional service compiled by Sri Narada Muni. One can take advantage of such regulative explanation of path of devotional service and make progressive advancements in the devotional service of the Lord. Sankhya philosophy is the basic principle of acquiring knowledge, as will be explained by the sage Maitreya. The Sankhya philosophy, enunciated by the Kapila Dev, the son of Devhuti, is the real source of knowledge about the supreme truth. Knowledge not based on the Sankhya philosophy in the knowledge not based on the Sankhya philosophy is mental speculation and can yield no tangible profit. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurulmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahiyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavasya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanmitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitansha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brinda Baneshwari Brisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirveshesha Shunyamadi Pashatade Shatarani Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Canto 3, Chapter 7, verse text 30, and title Further Inquiry by Vidura. Yagyasya Vetanani Yogasya Patha Prabho Neskarmasya Cha Sankhasya Tantram Va Bhagavat Smritam. So welcome all of the devotees to Sri Radha Gopinath Mandir in morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So in this chapter 3, and this is sloka text 30, Vidura inquiring from Maitreya Rishi about science of God, and here he asking from Maitreya Muni, Yagyasya Vitanani, please explain me in detail about Yagya. Yagyasya Vitanani, Vitanani means in detail. And Yogascha Patha Prabhu, what is the path of yoga? And Neskarmasya Sankhasya, and about Sankhya philosophy, knowledge about the Sankhya and Tantram va Bhagavat Smritam. And Tantram Prabhupada give word to word meaning. Tantra में devotional service in relation to Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, not the other thing. And this four thing, the four questions inquired by Vidura, and we can discuss about four, how we can understand this. So first canto explain when Vyasdev write all the scripture, Vedas, 18 Puranas, Upanishad, and he was not happy with his writing, and further explain how Vyasdev is the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sakyavish incarnation, and how he thought about all the living entity, how he saw the suffering of the living entity, and how he understand to make them happy in their life. How the living entity will be happy in their life without misery. Therefore, he gave these four things. Yajna, how the living entity Jiva should perform the yajna, and by slowly, he can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Narayana, or Vishnu. Because yajna, here yajna offers something return to performer. If you do this yajna, you will get this benefit. If you do that yajna, you will get that benefit. You perform the yajna, and in return, you get something. And by slowly, after many lifetimes, this process is very long, not only one lifetime. The process to describe yajna is many lifetime after you can achieve, you go to Narayan. Same yogas, what is the path of yoga, how can achieve Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in detail explanation is given. And Sankhya also, in this chapter, Kapil Dev will explain of the Sankhya philosophy. And I will focus on Tantram, but because other three, yoga, yajna, yoga, and Sankhya, the yajna and yoga are very slow and very taking long time. Sankhya may be little fast, but Tantra is very fast to achieve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Sri Prabhupada explained, Tantra is not the mystic power. Tantra is devotional service given by Sri Narad Muni. Therefore, Vyasdev explained in the Puranas many yoga system, many yajna to perform. There are many varieties of yajna, just like few name I written here. 5 Mahayajnas, that 5 Brahma Yajna, Deva Yajna, Pitra Yajna, Bhuti Yajna, Manush Yajna, and there is Pak Yajna, Haviri Yajna, Somayaji Yajna, and special Yajna. Special Yajna means something like Rajasui sacrifice, Asmet Yajna, Purusmed Yajna, Bejpai Yajna. This is a special yajna performed by greatly king. And other yajna in every human being should be performed in his daily life. So this is yajna given by Vyasdev, and 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, that here is given, this sloka says, Ved uktam eva kurmano nisango arpitam ishware naskarmyam labhate siddhim rochanartha phala stuti. Rochanartha phala stuti. The 11th canto, Navayogendra explaining to Maharaj Nimi, the Naiskarmyam labhate siddhim rochanartha phala stuti. The rochanartha phala stuti in the translation meaning says, for the purpose of giving encouragement. And purport says, the material fruitive result offered in the Vedas reveal scripture as not the actual goal of Vedas. That is, if you performing agya or getting some in return, that it's not actual purpose of the scripture, but are meant for the stimulating the interest of the performer. मतलब परफॉर्मर्स के जो यज्ञ करता है उसमें उत्साह दिलाने के लिए वो दिया गया है करके. Actually, the goal of Veda is to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Therefore, this says that the further explain the parokshvado vedo aham balanam anusasanam. This is understood by parokshvada. Just like child is sick. When child becomes sick, father bring the medicine and approach the child, please take medicine. But child deny, I will not take the medicine because medicine is very, very difficult to take him. Not tasty. Medicine is not very tasty. So child denied to take the medicine. The father says to child, my dear child, if you take this candy, if you take the medicine, I will give you candy, sugar candy. The father offered the medicine with the candy. The father's purpose is not to give the candy, but father is offering medicine and offering the candy also, so child will take the medicine. Therefore, Vyasadeva, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of God, is so brilliant because he understood the Jiva will not accept direct message of the Supreme, direct message toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. He will not take direct. If you give the medicine of devotional service, he will not take. Therefore, he give in different things. If you do this yagya, you will get this. Ultimately, conclusion is one step he is going toward the Vishnu. Because every puja, every yagya is, when every yagya and puja perform, there is worship of the Vishnu. Without the worship of Vishnu, that yagya will not complete. Therefore, brilliantly, Vyasadeva offering this. And after all this given by Vyasadeva in the Vedas, Vyasadeva become unhappy and thinking about his spiritual master, Narad Muni. Narad Muni appear. So Narad Muni appear and says, because you are given so many things about living entity, indirectly, but this is not good. You are not explaining detail about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are not explaining in detail. Therefore, you are not feeling satisfied. And Rupa write in the first canto purport, Vyasadeva Bhagavad Purana, what is written by Vyasadeva, edited and gave full devotional service and Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that after that he became so happy. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Vedesya sarver aham yo vedyo. Purpose of the Vedas is to know me. Purpose of the Vedas to know me. Come to me. Not just perform the yajna, not just do the yajna. Come to me and understand who I am. And in this way, therefore, Narad Muni, the Acharya like Narad Muni, gave the path of devotional service. 11th canto in other sloka also mention na asu hriday granthim nirj harisu paratmanah vidhina upcharet no tantroktena cha keshavam. Here also in the Bhagavad Purana also 11th canto mention tantra, and tantra here also mention the path of devotional service in relation to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Na asu hriday granthim. Hriday granthim, here word to word meaning sage. Hriday granthim means false identification with the material body. The false identification with the material body, the jiva thinks, I am this body, I am this body, I am this body. How to cut this hriday granthim? How to cut this hriday granthim and come out from this, what said, vidhna upchareta tantrokta cha keshavam. By devotional service given by Narad Muni, vidhna upcharet vai devam tantrokta keshavam, by following the devotional service to the Keshava. The one name of Krishna is the Keshava. Therefore, how the tantra came in the existence, there are many Puranas like Skanda Purana, Brahma Vaivarta Purana, Naradi Purana, and Varaha Purana. All these Puranas mention how Narad Muni gave this Tantra Shastra known as Pancharatra Vidhim. Varaha Purana, Brahma Vaivarta Purana, Skanda Purana all mention the story. One time Narad Muni went to the Kshirsagar, Sweta Deepa, and because Narad Muni, by his devotional service in the previous life, he got the special mystic power to travel anywhere in the material world, and as long as beyond this material world at the spiritual world also. And when he went to the Kshirsagar and he saw the Lord of Swetadeepa lying down on Anand bed, and Mother Lakshmi was massaging his feet. Not only seeing this position, he thought in mind, this life is something look like materialistic way of life. Just have gala time and enjoying, sitting and free. And he asked Lord, my dear Lord, what people will, if you see, people will see this scene, what they will think. They will think if Lord is there lying down and relaxing, they will also not do anything about a spiritual life. And that word, Narada Muni, pierced the heart of Lord of Swetadeep. And Lord was thinking how to fulfill the desire of Narada Muni. And one day he told his wife Lakshmi, Mother Lakshmi, please go and meet Naga Kanyas. And Mother Lakshmi went to meet the Naga Kanyas. And meanwhile, and that time, Lord Vishnu, Narayan, he got down from his Ananta Ved and started walking to Himalayan mountain, today known as Himalayan mountain. He came to the Himalayan mountain, a beautiful place. He saw one beautiful place and he thought this is the very, very nice and beautiful place for doing meditation, tapasya. But that place, he saw the already one family is living. One family is already occupied that place, only one family. And he planned, how can I get this place to perform the tapasya? And that place was, that one family was none other than Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. Both are living that place known as Badrikasaram. So Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati was staying together and do his bhajan. And when Lord saw that place and he took the form of the small baby and he went to the house of, in front of the house of Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati and started crying, very, very loudly started crying. Hearing the crying of the baby, Mother Lakshmi and Lord came out. And actually they are walking toward the Taptukund to take bath. But on the way, he saw the small baby is crying. And being his motherly affectionate Mother Parvati, he stopped and start to picking up the baby. And Lord Shiva said, please don't touch this boy. Don't touch. I can see this is very, very mystical boy. So please don't touch. But Mother Parvati, filled with affection of motherly, he took the boy and pacified him and said, please stay, go inside my house, stay there, and I will come after taking bath and meet. And seeing the Lord Shiva just smiled. And he said, who can change the plan of the Lord? Nobody can change the plan of the Supreme Personality of Lord. If he wants to do something, he will do it. And saying this, he just smiled. And they both went to the Taptukund, took the bath, and came back. And that time, he came back and saw the door was locked from the inside. The Mother Parvati asked, my dear child, please open the door. And child said, this is my house. This is my house. Please go away from there. And Mother Parvati is surprised. What is happening here? And Lord Shiva says, I told you, before this boy is very, very mystical. Let's go find out other place. And from there, they start walking and came to Kedarnath. Today is that place where the Kedarnath is appear. Kedarnath Vigraha is there. So from Badrinath to Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati changes their home, went to the Kedarnath. Now so many devotees are going taking darshan. Now Badrikasaram, now Lord was happy, got the place, and he started performing meditation, tapasya. He started performing tapasya. And after that, Narad Muni also searching came to the Badrikashram and he saw the Lord is performing tapasya, and he went to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and says, "My dear Lord, I have one question." And Lord said, "What is your question?" And he says, "My question is, how living entity can please you, and how can they achieve you? Please explain me the path of devotional service and how can achieve to you." The Lord smiled and said, "Okay, time will come." Therefore, Badrikashram, they explained, 6 months in winter season, after Diwali to Akshaya Tritiya, the worship of Badrinath done by Devas. And this Akshaya Tritiya to Diwali worship is done by human being. And Lord, in Badrikashram, the Lord make Narad Muni is the main archak. Main archak means Narad Muni was made by Lord to head pujari of that Badrinath ashram. तो भगवान ने उनको हेड पुजारी बना दिया उधर. And in this way, also Vedas also Puranas also explain कि Narad Muni 6 months Narad Muni worship the Badrinath, and after Akshaya Tritiya he should vacate the place and human beings should worship. After 6 months, when Narad Muni returned to Badrikashram, he saw he not able to saw the Supreme Lord doing tapasya. And he started searching, where is my Lord? Lord is not seen here in Badrikashram doing tapasya. Where is he? And he started searching. He went to Sumeru Parvat, other places, and while walking and in thought of Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead, he became fatigued. He became thirsty, and he wanted water, and he saw the one hermitage, one small kutia hermitage, and he went there, and that hermitage, one Baba was there, one sadhu was there, one saint, and he asked water, and just that saint put his feet on ground, just hardly put his feet on ground. That ground broke up, and from that beautiful apsaras appear with golden plate, and they said, "My dear Narad Muni, please take bath on this plate." Narad Muni said, "This is very, very small." And they said, "Don't worry, just put your stand." And as soon as Narad Muni put his lotus feet on that golden plate, he was drowned. He was feeling he was drowning, and after some time he is floating on water, and he came to the shore on the Swet Deepa, where the Lord resides in his beautiful form, four-handed form, and all the residents of that Swet Deep also have four-arm form. And he just out of shore, and he inquired, four-handed form, just walking, people were walking, just look like Vishnu. They look like Vishnu walking. And he said, "Where is, are you Vishnu? Are you Lord?" They said, No. Lord palace is there, go there. Then Narad Muni went to the palace of the Supreme Lord, Sweta Deepa, and after meeting the Sweta Deepa, worshipping him, glorifying him, and it is mentioned, Narad Muni 5 days, 5 nights stay there. And 5 nights, same question, first night the question asked by Narad Muni, how to achieve your lotus feet, how to perform devotional service, and 5 nights Lord Swetdeep, he gave the instruction, detailed instruction about bhakti, path of devotional service, known as Pancharatra Vidhi. After Pancharatra, 5 nights, Narad Muni, find himself the hermitage of first one, sages, and he appear, he himself find himself there again. And he says, oh, then that saint who before he met, that saint appear as the Lord Badrinath and says, my dear Narad Muni, I am the same Swetadeepa. I am the same person, and because I sent you to get the knowledge about devotional service, Narad Muni, and Lord make him head pujari. Therefore, in Pancharatra Vidhi, given by Narad Muni, what the Narad Muni gave, Sarvopadhi Vinirmoktam Tatvarena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Bhaktir Sevanam Bhakti Uchyate. This is given by Narad Muni, or Rupa Goswami given exact meaning in his word, Anya Vilasita Sunyam Gyan Karmadhi Anavritam. Exactly same but in his word. This is the Bhakti Sutra, Bhakti formula given by. Because of this detail in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu Pancharatra Vidhi, I am not going in detail. And therefore, how to understand? Now Narad Muni gave the Bhakti marg, and how to perform this Bhakti. जिसे कहते हैं ना, एक कला है, इस कला को कैसे हमको समझना चाहिए, एक क्या कला है कि भक्ति करनी है. Perform the art of bhakti. What is that art? And that art is given by Srila Rupa Goswami Pad in his Updesamrita. What is the art? When Rupa Goswami Pad writing bhakti, he was writing bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Granth in Vrindavan, and one Brahmana from Mathura, scholar Brahmana from Mathura came to meet Rupa Goswami Pad, and Rupa Goswami Pad, after he saw Rupa Goswami, he came and saw Rupa Goswami Pad just writing Shastra, and Jiva Goswami, the small boy, just he also was there. And the Brahman asked Rupa Goswami, which shloka you are writing? And Rupa Goswami happily explained, start reciting this shloka. And he said, Bhukti Mukti Spriha Yavat Pisachi Ridhi Vartate Tavat Bhakti Sukhasyatra Katham Abhyudayo Bhavet. After hearing this shloka, ki Mukti Bhukti Spriha Yavat Pisachi Ridhi Vartate, and he thought, my dear, oh my God, here the Rupa Goswami is so much famous, and Rupa Goswami is in the Brahmana thinking in his mind, he is so famous, and here's Bhukti and Mukti. He is thinking the Bhukti Mukti, Rupa Goswami is saying Bhukti and Mukti is the Pisachi. Pisachi means Hindi चुड़ैल. Bhukti Mukti को चुड़ैल बोल दिया. The Bhukti Mukti is witches, and he took the permission and start walking toward. And Jiva Goswami was listening, and before that, the Brahmana says, after compiling your Shastra, please give me, I will edit some correction, I will do some correction. Rupa Goswami smiled, okay, thank you, I will definitely give. And took the permission, he started walking toward his house. That Brahmana came to the Keshi Ghat, And Jiva Goswami immediately took the permission of the Rupa Goswami. I have some little work. Can I go, Rupa Goswami? Oh, go, you can go. This Goswami started fast walking and catch the Brahmana and the Keshi Ghat and ask him, my dear sir, how you can find the fault in my uncle, Rupa Goswami? The Brahmana surprised. Bhukti mukti spriha yavat pisachi riti vartate. Your uncle, bhukti and mukti is saying witches. Bhukti और मुक्ति को पिशाची बोल रहे हैं. Jiva Goswami said, no, my dear sir, you not understood properly. You are not understood properly. My uncle says, Rupa Goswami is saying, bhukti mukti spriha yavat, desire of bhukti mukti, not the bhukti mukti. Bhukti mukti को नहीं बोला, भुक्ति मुक्ति की इच्छा को बोला है पिशाची. भुक्ति मुक्ति को नहीं बोला. The desire for bhukti mukti is witches. And that Brahmana became amazed of explanation given by the Jiva Goswami. And he returned back to Rupa Goswami and said, sorry, Rupa Goswami Pad, I wrongly understood your sloka. Your sloka, bhukti mukti spriha yavat pisachi rid vartate, is very, very clear. There is no need to correction, no need to edit. So Rupa Goswami said, how come this immediate change in your heart? And he pointed out, this boy, who is this boy? This boy, a very, very scholar. He explained the meaning. And Rupa Goswami understood what did the Jiva Goswami did. And that Brahman went, and Rupa Goswami says, this is place, Vrindavan is place for bhajan, worshipping the Krishna. Vrindavan place is not for the debate, because that Jiva Goswami came from the Banaras. Banaras is known as Mayavad, place of debate. And he said, you are not fit for stay in the Vrindavan, you should leave the Vrindavan. But there was no fault of Jiva Goswami. No fault. But Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, making her point to understand all the jivas, how to stay and perform bhajan in Dham, holy place, like Vrindavan and other Dham. And after Jiva Goswami left the Vrindavan, went to the Mathura, and after later month, Sanatana Goswami find the villager Mathura Vanvasi said there is one very, very Baba is practicing very, very hard tapasya, doing tapasya. And when Sanatana Goswami find out, and he says, he came back to the Rupa Goswami and said, this is not our purpose to say somebody to go away from the Vrindavan. Saying go away from the Vrindavan very, very easy. But you should give him instruction. आप उनको उपदेश दीजिए और वृंदावन में कैसे रहना है उसकी कला सिखाइए. You should give him instruction on how to stay in Vrindavan, Dham, how to practice. Teach them art of bhakti, art of devotional service. He called back Jiva Goswami. He took the care of Jiva Goswami, and he gave the instruction known as Updeshamrit to perform the bhaktis. One is follower of the Gaudiya Vaishnava. We are follower of Gaudiya Vaishnava, follower Rupanugas. Therefore, our duty is to follow this principle given by Rupa Goswami. I think this is not the only principle. This is the necklace, this is the kandhar given by the Rupa Goswami. All the Vaishnavas of Gaudiya Vaishnava should wear this necklace, this beautiful necklace given by Rupa Goswami. And this Goswami, Jiva Goswami, or Rupa Goswami gave this instruction to Jiva Goswami. Just quick. And he begin the first shloka, Vacho begam mansah krodha begam, jihva begam udropastha begam, etana begam niyobhiseta dhira sarvam apimam prithvim sa sisyas. Because Jiva Goswami became angry little bit, and he explained to the Brahmana, little bit anger arise from his heart, and therefore he start from the Vacho begam mansah krodha begam. How to control this begas, how to control. If somebody is able to control this bega, this urges, he can make disciple in the world. All the planets, he is qualified to make the disciple. And this verse is Vacho begam mansa krodh begam. How to understand, how to control the senses. We can control senses only by bhakti. Bhakti and vairagya. Gyan and vairagya. Therefore, Bhagavatam explain Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janiyati Yasu Gyan Vairagyam Cha Ahetukam. By bhakti, practicing bhakti, Gyan and Vairagya, we can control these urges. And next is saying, Atyahar prayasasya prajalpo niyamagrah jansangasya laulyam cha sadbir bhakti vinasyati. Now, if you want to perform the bhakti, तो भक्ति हमारी नष्ट नहीं होनी चाहिए, भक्ति हमारी बढ़ती रहनी चाहिए. How to increase our devotion in the Supreme Personality of Godhead? So here, he is saying, let's first discuss about what things spoiled bhakti. Increasing bhakti is the different thing, but first understood what things are spoiled bhakti. भक्ति में बाधा क्या आती है, पहले उसको डिस्कस करते हैं. And he is saying, भक्ति को नाश करने वाले, there are 6 points. He is saying this 6, अत्याहार प्रयासच्च परिजल्पो नियमाग्रह जंग संगल से लौल्यम च सडभिर विनश्यति. These 6 things, if not do properly, spoil our bhakti. And this 6th thing is like, if you want to fetch the water from the well, and we have some bucket, and bucket have many holes. You are putting the bucket in the well and bringing the water. Are we able to bring the water on the top? No. Because bucket have so many holes, you can put the bucket in the water, and if you start pulling the rope with bucket, all water slowly fall down in again same place in the well. You will get the empty bucket. You will not get the water. Exactly same thing, if you want to do the bhakti, but these things are, this six atyahar prasasya prajalpo niyamagra, you are not focusing on these 6 things, our bhakti will spoil. We will not go further deep in our bhakti. Therefore, this is detail given in bhakti. Then third sloka is saying, Ussahat nischayat dharyat tat karmara. How to increase our bhakti, go and deeper, Ussahat nischayat dharyat tat karma parvatak. This 6th thing, by doing 6th thing, will increase our bhakti. By doing this thing, not properly practice this atyahar prayasa, we will spoil our bhakti. Then further is saying, for this sloka, dadati pratnigrahati. This sloka explained, you cannot do alone. If following the path of bhakti, you should take the association of the devotee. You should not do alone. Alone bhakti, Rupa Goswami says, no, you should, what to do? Dadati pranati grati. Guhyam akhyati. You should associate with the devotee, call them for the lunch, go for lunch, and in this way, exchange each other of devotional service. And said, and other further says, Krishneti yasya giri. How to, now we are following the bhakti, came to the bhakti. Now he says, how to understand, respect the devotee. The one who joined the new, and he is just following the regulative principle, chanting the holy name, up, you just respect from your heart, mind. There is no need to bow down and do the dandavat. You just for new devotees, you respect them with heart, with mind. And one who chanting and he took the initiation, he says that you should bow down. The first, new one, just respect from the mind and heart. Second, just for diksha, somebody got diksha, you should bow down them. And somebody the chanting got the initiation, and above the worshipping the deities, the serving the deities. So he said, you should bow down him and take the association of that person. And fourth one is saying, if somebody is the pure-hearted Vaishnava chanting and chanting the holy name and practicing, and that Vaishnava worshipping the deities, doing so everything, and he is not criticizing anyone. Ninda sunya. He is not criticizing anyone. You should serve the Vaishnavas. You should get the association of that Vaishnava and should serve the Vaishnava. This is the. And seventh is, sixth says, Dishto Swabhav Janitaha. If some Vaishnava is very poor, but the Vaishnava not looking very good, you should not neglect them. You should think this is the part physical appearance. Don't go for physical appearance. Go for their devotion. And seventh saying, Tannama Charitardu Sukirtananu. And therefore, this is the essence of all Shastra, all the Upadesha, Rupa Goswami saying, Iti Upadesha Saram. Chanting holy name. And how we can understand this? Just 2-3 minutes. And how can we understand how is the chanting of the holy name is very, very powerful. In the Krishna Leela, we know the story of Aghasura. Aghasura came to the Vrindavan to kill the Brijvasis, friend of Krishna. And he opened his mouth and he stopped one place and his open mouth. And Krishna's friend Gopas thought this is a beautiful cave and go in the cave and play there. And all the Gopas started running toward that cave, Aghasura's mouth, which was looking like the cave. And Krishna was thinking, oh my God, there is a very, very danger. But all the boys went, all the Gopas went there. Krishna's friend went to Aghasura's mouth and they found they are already trapped. And when Krishna also went to rescue their friend, save their friend, he entered the mouth of Aghasura and killed the Aghasura and bring back their friend alive. Same in Kali Yuga, because 500 back, Krishna physically appeared in the Vrindavan, play with Brijvasis. Now, in the Kali Yuga, after 5,000 years, there is no Krishna, but same Krishna appear in the name of the holy name. Krishna Rupe, Kali Kale Nama Rupe, Krishna Avatar. In Kali Yuga, Krishna appear as holy name. If you chant the holy name with tongue, and hear from this ear, the hole, two hole, one mouth, Krishna enter in the Aghasura's mouth, one hole, that enter, kill the Krishna. Here the two hole, Krishna chant this whole jiva from here, from the holy name, Krishna will enter, appear in the heart and destroy our all agha, anarthas, and he will make us purified, and he will bring us on his lotus feet. Therefore, chanting of the holy name of in Kali Yuga is very, very essential. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।
ओम ब्रह्मदेवाय नमः।
तुम निसंदेही महाबलशाली हो।
मेरे भाई का हत्यारा आज भी जीवित है।
यदि विष्णु से लड़ना है, ब्रह्मदेव की उपासना करो।
ब्रह्मदेवाय नमः।
हिरण्यकश्यपु, मांगो, क्या वर मांगना चाहते हो?
सब कुछ। हे ब्रह्मदेव, मुझे वरदान दीजिए कि आपकी रचना से जन्मे इस सृष्टि के किसी भी जीव से मेरा वध ना हो, न मैं दिन में मरूं और न रात में। मेरी मृत्यु न घर के भीतर हो और न घर के बाहर, न अस्त्र से, न शस्त्र से, न सजीव से, न निर्जीव से।
अंधकार जब हद से बढ़ जाता है, वहाँ प्रकाश का पुनर्जन्म होता है।
प्रहलाद, माँ, मैं तब तक भगवान विष्णु का गुणगान करता रहूंगा जब तक सारे भक्त मुक्त न हो जाएं। एक नाम से सबकी मुक्ति है।
पुत्र, विष्णु का परित्याग कर।
मैं भगवान विष्णु को अपना शत्रु कदापि नहीं मानता।
भगवान को छोड़ दो।
मैं प्रहलाद को मृत्यु दंड देता हूँ।
हम असुर हैं, असुर। ये सब तुच्छ खेल हमारे गुरुकुल में शोभा नहीं देता है।
वे जैसा चाहे वैसा मेरे साथ कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि वे हर परिस्थिति में मेरे स्वामी हैं।
तो बुलाओ सर, आज ये निर्णय हो जाए कि हम दोनों के बीच गीदड़ कौन है और सिंह कौन है।